Hello YouTubers, Charles here, and today I'm playing Factorio. This is an interesting game I found. It's currently in alpha, and if you like making redstone machinery in Minecraft, or if you liked playing Space Chem, then I think you'll really like this game. This game is all about making machines and assembly lines to produce what you want, and it's really interesting. Basically, the story of the game is you were in a spacecraft and it was crashing into a planet, and you managed to escape into a escape pod, but that also landed on the planet. And now you're trying to find the parts of your spacecraft and try to, I guess, send a signal home or get rescued or build a ship or something. I've played through the 3 tutorial levels, and I have actually purchased the game. It's in alpha, but you can pre-purchase it. So I have played then the first non-tutorial level, but I haven't quite completed it yet. But I thought I'd give you all a taste of what the game is like. So I'll be playing the last tutorial level that kind of really introduces you to the basic mechanics, but doesn't get too complex yet. So here we are. In a second we'll get a little bit of story. So he needs some equipment from his crash ship. He doesn't know where it is though. So he's gonna build a simple radar to locate the ship. But he needs electricity for that. For all the previous tutorial levels you've just used coal to power stuff. So you use WASD to move around. This is your guy here in the center. You can press E to open your crafting menu. And there's a lot of stuff here, and apparently the game is in the process of getting a little bit of a graphics makeover. Some of the stuff has already been done. Some of it hasn't yet. So this is a pump. So you place it in the water. So I'll ask you to build a boiler. I know I'm going to need some more. So I'm going to build 5 boilers and 5 pipes. Left clicking builds 1, right clicking builds 5. And you can see your build queue. You do have a, well, I have a gun in this level. You have a gun in this level. Earlier tutorial levels, you don't start with a gun. You have to build it, but usually you start one in the way there. So I got some pipes there. I'm now gonna build some boilers. So I right click on the boiler and I'll put some fuel in it, and I'll do that for the next few as well. You can see the little fire indicates the boiler's running, and so you can see the water on this side is 15 degrees, and this is 67. When I get the water flowing, it will actually be up to 100. So now we need a steam engine to generate electricity. And you can see items have subcomponents, and in this game, if you have the materials, it automatically builds the subcomponents for you. So that's really nice. So the steam engine here, a little tutorial showing you can connect them in a line, or you can split them off. It's most efficient when the water's at 100 degrees. So now I can use electricity to power mining drills. So let's build a few mining drills. I know I'll need a bunch, and then I'll need some of these, which are insertals. I'll get to that in a minute. But you can see here we're building some gears and then some wires, and we start off with some metal plates and some copper plates, and that's how we're building the gears and wires. You can imagine he grabbed some crafting materials, or a crafting machine, out of his escape pod. Building some circuits now, which themselves take the wire and the iron plates. And now he's building the mining drills, which you can see takes a lot longer. There is a health bar, that's the screen bar. It does slowly refill. get injured, so, but it does refill pretty slow. So I have here some conveyor belts, so I'm going to place them like this. And you can't build too far away from yourself, so you have to keep moving with what you're building, pressing R to rotate them, which would be good to start off with. Now these are robotic inserters. They'll pick stuff up off the conveyor belt and put it, yes, I'll need a better weapon, and they'll put it in these boilers. And I need some wood. So you also do start off with a pick, which apparently you can use to chop down trees as well. And that should be plenty. Ooh, ran out of ammo. You can see down here in the bottom corner, it shows your tools, it shows your gun, and I have 7 clips, 8. I'm building more as we speak. So I need some electric poles. So this would build electricity, but there's no load on it. Because I don't have electrical poles. You can see the boilers are flashing that they need coal. Actually, let me zoom in here, the mouse wheel. And these inserters are flashing that they need electricity, and so does this mining. So I'll put this electric pole here, and that will pick up power from the generator. And I'll put another one here. So the miner will work and pick up this coal here, put it on the conveyor belt. As it comes by, these inserters will put it into the boilers, only if the boilers need some. Now, if you're loading the boilers, you can put up to 100, but the inserters, I think, only put 2 or 5. I know for certain things it's only 2. I think maybe for boilers it's 5. But the boilers won't, if the water's already at 100 degrees, the boilers won't run. So our next project is to set up some furnaces to smelt iron ore and copper ore into new plates, or else I'm going to run out real soon. From there, I can build some more things, but we're trying to get a radar up, and the radar does use a lot of electricity, so I'll need more steam engines by that time. And we have to scan the area, and it takes a while, but I'm gonna stop before we totally get through that. Alright, so now you can see the coal is coming around, but the inserters aren't working because they're not powered yet, but they are now. And there we go. You can see right now 1 boiler is enough to keep the water. Well, it cools down a little as you go away, but see the available performance is not quite at 100%, but it's getting there. There we go. So this is iron ore over here. Put the mining thing here. These, even though they're 3x3, they do mine from a 5x5 area. And I'm going to need some stone. So, I do know there's a little pile of stone up here. And I'll build a chest. Besides conveyor belts, you can put a chest right in front of a miner, and it will put the items directly into the chest. So you see we're collecting some stone here, and that should be enough to build 1 furnace. I'm going to need a few more, but yes, gun turret. He did mention though before submachine gun, so I'll build one and replace my handgun with it, and while I'm here, you can see a handgun is somewhat slow, but now I'll swap, and hopefully, well, definitely when the next time they attack, I'll be able to dispatch with them much more rapidly. So this is a furnace. Now, you need fuel, which is what the little blinking indicator shows, and you also need some materials to smelt. So, a little trick that I didn't realize at first, but in retrospect seems obvious. I need to be closer. These conveyor belts actually have two sides, and if you set everything up properly, now let's wire everything up. So you see we're putting coal in the furnace. So we have coal going down the one side of the conveyor belt and ore going down the other. And this is making... much better. Take them out faster. It's making iron plates, which I have this inserter sticking into the wooden chest. If you just put a chest at the end of the conveyor belt, the items would just run into it and not go in, but the inserter will stick it into the chest. So you can see here we got coal going in, iron going in. As it makes a plate, the hand or inserter grabs it, sticks it on the conveyor belt. Thing to know about inserters, they always stick items on the far side of where they're going. I mean, you could have another thing here. I could put the chest right there, and I'll just stick it in. But when they're putting items on conveyor belts, they will always put them on the far side of the belt. Taking them, though, they'll take them from either side, so this will load either ore or coal as needed. And as you can see, it is getting quite dark. So one of the tips earlier was to make some lights. And that needs some iron plates, iron sticks, and electrical circuits. Iron sticks are just an iron plate. And you actually get 2 sticks per plate. Alright, so now I have some lights. I can stick them around here and light this place up. However, in reality, we're gonna need much more iron than that. And you can shift click to move a whole bunch. So in reality, we need to set up a bunch of these. And we need to get the turrets going real soon. You can see these are no longer running because they're blocked. They can't output any more ore. Grabbed the iron plates. Need more conveyor belts. Actually, let's remove this. Set this in the right direction. You right click to place and left click to remove. Alright, so we need to power all these. Obviously the poles power in the green area. If it's yellow, it is a legal place to put it, you're just too far. So everything's powered, we just need to get the materials. So here they come, you can see the hands grabbing coal and ore. See at this point, way too much stuff is coming. It's coming much faster than this hand can, or inserter can put it in. You can just hold F to pick up items off the ground. In later levels, you can get better inserters, one that go twice as fast, ones that reach twice as far, smart ones that will only grab items you specify. But for now, for this level, that's all they give you. Now, I'll make 2 gun turrets and make some more ammo, because definitely gonna need ammo. But coming up is the real meat of this game, I would say. Gun turrets. And these guys will attack the gun turrets because they know gun turrets will attack them, but now I've put some ammo in the gun turret. And here's the real heart of the game. You have an assembly machine. And I'll build one of those and show you what it does. Let's clear out the wood here. And now this is not quite the best place, but it kind of fits. Now normally I'd actually be mining this too, but I don't have enough right now of copper. Let me start you out with a good deal of copper. So I'll put a arm there, and a little chest for now, and power this. So now, this is an assembly machine. I can right-click on it, I can tell it, build this. And I happen to know that the ammunition just needs metal plates. So this is grabbing metal plates, sticking it in, and building ammunition, and then this arm sticks it in the chest. And you can actually link these, so I could make a machine that made transport belts. If I had one machine turn iron plates into gears and feed those gears, and then an additional iron plate into a second assembly machine. Oop. And that second assembly machine would be able to pop out transport belts. See, I'm still making... I have 2 arms pulling off here, one for these ammunition and one for the just putting in this chest. Speaking of ammunition, gonna need some. There. So what I want to try to do here, this chest should have a, yep, there we go. build 2 of these and a whole bunch. Just for now, stick some in there. I picked up the chest, it put any items in it into my inventory. So I now have, it's a little hard to see, but we're getting the ammunition clips stuck in this conveyor belt. However, see, this gun isn't full, it can hold up to 100, so we're automatically filling it. If I power that, kind of the one problem, at least at this level, is that this arm is going to take all the ammo until this gun is full. In the next levels, or later levels, at least the next level, you have arms that work at different rates. You have a component that will take a conveyor belt full of items and split it evenly across 2 conveyor belts. So it's not quite as big of an issue as it is right now. I can actually set up a second machine, and I might wind up doing that. What I do want to do, too far. Light. So you can probably see it here, the one. Do have enough for another assembler machine right now. We'll stick another. Gotta get closer. We just gotta make sure they're powered, and I gotta tell it make more ammo. So we're basically making ammo at twice the rate now. Alright, now it's on, well, now it's on to here. You see, we're using up all the available performance. So we kind of need another steam engine. Everything actually would, you can actually, click on a power pole, right click on a power pole, you can see how much everything is using. Our diggers are using so much, our factories are using so much, but we're only producing 508 watts, and we're basically consuming all of it. Actually, look at the rate. Everything is so. Let's get some more plates here, and let's build 2 more steam engines. And this is something neat. Actually, I'll show this off. Let's move that light. So I'm gonna put these 2 steam engines over here. This is a pipe to ground, and basically it lets you run a pipe underground. You can see these pipes kind of block my way. So I've put this pipe underground, and now because of the way it was facing kind of north, I can stick it here. It comes up just on the other side of that power pole, and then I can stick some normal pipes. And you see, as I put in more pipes, the more boilers come on because now more water's being pulled through. Need some more power poles because this last steam engine isn't hooked up yet. Go closer. But now, if we click on a pole, you see we're producing basically as much as we need, and we have much extra capacity. One kind of thing, I guess it's a little bug, but you can see this gun turret is damaged. I can actually deconstruct it, and I get it back, and reconstruct it, fully repairs it. I just need to restock it with ammo. More ammo, so we built some. We are getting some, but like this one is sucking it all up right now. So manually building some. Stick it in. You can see we got our 2. Now everything should be running slightly faster because now we do have enough power for it, but that won't be for long. So now I'm going to build the radar, and this is basically the last building in this section. And actually, the next map, you can see how I got a lot of this technology right off the bat, or just slowly handed out. In the next map, you actually have to build a research or a laboratory, and then the laboratory consumes items as researches, so you have to produce those items for it to consume. I mean, you can do it manually, but it's you know, some need 60 of them, and it's just a lot easier to have an assembly line. So let's click on here. You can see now the radar is using up practically half the electricity. So you can actually build more. See, it's now scanning sectors, and talking about scanning sectors, since this is basically everything there is to build, you can build a second radar and a little more steam engines, but basically it's now you just wait for this to finish scanning, and other additional radars will make it go quicker. But I can zoom out here and kind of show you what the maps look like. You can see there are additional resources around. The aliens that are attacking actually do come from little houses. You can see some houses and turrets that they have up here. You can see these maps are decently sized. I don't even think this is close to being the biggest. You can, if you get close, it does cause the aliens to attack, so at least at this level you don't want to do that. The next level they kind of actually force you to do that. I'm gonna actually... You see how you got some assembly lines and stuff. With this underground pipe, in the next level you do also get underground conveyor belts. So instead of, like I have this big loop to get the ammo up to the top here, you can just go underneath a lot of this. It does have a limit of, I think it's like 6 spaces though. So you still have to kind of plan carefully how you want to route things. So I'm going to save this here. And I'm going to load one of my games in progress. So this is basically the next level, the one I kind of got, well, I won't say stuck on, but so here's the laboratory machines, and you have research. I have researched everything, but basically I have iron being mined here. It's got a whole bunch of furnaces to make plates. This takes the plates and splits them up into 2. This produces, well, the crafting is now split into tabs to kind of keep it organized. You got kind of logistics moving, conveyor belts, underground conveyor belts, the inserters, different chests of different sizes, machinery parts. These are your furnaces, your mining drills, your assembler. This is a level 1 assembler, which can make items out of up to 2 ingredients. You got a second level one that can make items out of 4 ingredients. This is your research lab. I'm guessing this is kind of like a placeholder icon. This is a science pack 1, which is some gears and copper plates, which is needed for some simple researches. This is science pack 2, which is electric circuits and transport belts, which are used for more complex researches. So here I got this produces the gears, and then it combines those gears with the plates to get Science Pack 1. This machine up here produces Science Pack 2s, because these 2 machines together build your conveyor belts, and these 2 machines together build the electric circuits, and then they're combined here to make your green. I have completed all the researches, so everything's just backing up. This machine up here is producing rockets for my rocket launcher, because in the last map that I was kind of going, so yeah, we got this building iron plates, and then they all come in here and get split out. Here we have our copper plates being produced, and some of these, like this, producing copper wire out of the plates. The copper comes up here, underground over here. Now with the plates, these 3 are building simple ammo. There's your basic regular magazine. These furnaces are then smelting the plates into steel, which you can see the little steel bars up here. And then these 3 machines are building piercing rounds. So this is my ammo conveyor belt. Comes down here. I had a whole bank of turrets over here. Basically, see, it totally takes care of. This is a wall. You can actually smelt stone into stone bricks and then build walls out of them. The objective, the last map, we found out where part of the ship is, so now we're trying to recover it, and it happens to be down in the corner here, down in this chest, which happens to be in the middle of the alien village. So I've built a rocket launcher here, and this helps zoom out a little bit, but you can, normally for shooting you just hold down space and target the nearest alien. but you actually point to a particular item and hit C after I hit Q to select the rocket launcher, switch weapons, and these are alien turrets, and take them out. The one problem though with this level, I think all the levels actually, is the longer you take, the more aliens start coming. You can see there's a lot of aliens coming. So somehow I have to destroy these turrets, destroy these creeper spawners, and then make my way all the way down into the corner and recover the ship computer, which assumingly will unlock even more technology. Speaking of technology, let's go to the tech. Some of these things, like this is Logistics 2, you can apparently build railways, although they're not in this, like the research shows them, but it's not exactly in this level. I do also have another weapon I can build. Actually did build, but I died later, so if I pick up all these steel bars, I can go over to weapons, and I need some gears, which means I should pick up some plates over here, so I can build the gears. Now I can build a flamethrower. Let's build the flamethrower, and I can also build flamethrower ammo. I didn't really try that out last time. On here I should... The rocket launcher, this builds the ammo for. Sticks it in here. It needs plates, gears, and circuits. So you can see you get really complex machines, and you know this isn't even close. There's even there's the red science packs, the green science packs. There's even blue science packs that are apparently used in the next level, or a future level, I should say. I haven't made it to the next level. We're almost at performance limit. Probably need another boiler. You can see I could have more performance. The water's only 91 degrees. Use another boiler here, but sit down in the corner. Got light. Down. Helps a little bit. Target the house there. They're barely damaged. Alright. Let's switch up to the oh yeah, that's nice. No, it seems I went down into their village or whatever it is. Large group attack. And that's kind of the problem I ran into before. I really took a while to get to this point. This save is about 2 hours of playing into the game. See, I do have a whole lot of ammo sitting here on this conveyor belt. So one thing I could do have extra conveyor belts. Yeah, another thing, you can basically middle click on each of these and kind of reserve the spot for certain items. So let's these trees here. blew up. Note to self, don't use flamethrowers near your items. A fast inserter. These are just normal ones that are fine. We have filter inserter, which lets you pick certain items that it will only grab. Long-handed inserter will reach 2 spaces, so you can have 2 conveyor belts running next to each other and it'll grab from the further one. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to get through this. So I may be using it somewhere here, but thanks for watching. Not sure what these things are. Alien artifacts. That turret was destroyed, sit back. And the only problem with doing that is I wind up with a lot of ammo in my... Ooh. This one, a lot of ammo in my inventory is better than losing the... problem I have now. I kind of cut it here. Basically, I think I took too long setting up my factory and researching everything, so that the aliens are now coming at a rate that's probably too fast for me to handle. But thanks for watching this. If you like this game, check it out. I have the link to the website in the description. And I'll see you next time, and enjoy building your crazy factories, or machines, or program cells, atoms in Space Chem, and crazy machines in Minecraft, and crazy factories in Factorio. Bye.